Okay, well, folks, round two of my luck. Now, shorter video hopefully. I'm back in the Flatlands map, the one we used for the spawner. I like this map better. The other one, again, I used because I was at college when I made it at the time, and I just wanted to be able to bring that design with me because I didn't want to have to remake it again because, you know, it's kind of it was a big thing. It was a big thing, so let's do this. Alright, so let's fill up our creative inventory with the stuff that we'll need. And I have most of the stuff already, which is pretty good. There's a bed. I'm gonna keep it. Always kind of a good idea to keep a bed with you. I have repeaters. I have that. I have that. And I just need my block, which we're gonna use. This time, let's use cyan wool. Cyan wool's good. All right. And it's actually turning into night, and I'm currently on peaceful. So let's pop this bed. All right. So let me try and actually organize the clock, the lock better. It's gonna be again the last video on this lock. I made the thing big and bulky so you could follow easily the wiring I was doing, but it ended up being a little bit confusing at the end. At the very end, everything kind of got lost and it was a little bit unorganized. So let's start over. 2, 3, 1, 2. So 3 by 3. And our nice little blocks, and I've actually figured out a nicer way to bring out all of the signals. So the middle one, we're actually going to come out through the bottom, and we're going to bring out, let's say, about this high, and then here we're going to place a repeater so that when it's powered, it can actually power that block. And oops, I knocked the button off. It said power. Now, why do I put a redstone repeater here and not just a normal bit of redstone? Well, because I'm going to have this block up here covered, and that's going to cut the corner off of the redstone, and you see it doesn't turn on. But if I have the repeater, see, turns on. So we're actually going to have this covered. Why are we going to have this covered? Well, this is how we're going to get power for the second center button. We're actually going to bring this up a little bit. And actually, what would be a good idea is to bring this outwards and to the right. We want all the cables to be present sort of on the ground. It makes it easy. See? And then the last one, we also bring in from, this one we're actually going to bring in from the top, as opposed to this one which was brought in from the bottom. So we're going to bring that over here, and we're going to bring that down and around. There we go. So we have our middle buttons hooked up. You can see it goes that one, and this is the middle one, goes that way. Okay, now let's do these two. So, these two are not, let me see if I can remember how to do this. How did I do these two? Well, that button sends power here, so we could just do this. But then you might ask yourself, well, how are you going to do these? Well, I'll tell you how I'm going to do them. If I put a block here, I'm going to put redstone there. What powers that? You're right. No, I do need a block to be here, actually. And we're going to use this to bring in this wire. Now that means we need to figure out that wire. Well, here's what we do. We're going to want this to be this. We're going to want this wire right here to be that button. But we need to make it so it doesn't connect to this one. And a way to do that is to just put a bit of wool on that side. And we'll do the same thing for this side. And now we have our nice little bit of redstone. If you hit that bottom right button, that goes on. So actually let's extend out this 2 more. So we can do this. So now we have the bottom right and the right, and then this top one is not that hard. This one actually will get power from here. Again, putting wool above this so that this one does not connect to that one. And you can see now we have the top right. and that will go ahead and bring outwards, and we'll have it on the ground again. You can actually see this is much a simpler way to understand what I did last time. I think it is anyways. Hopefully that you guys agree with me. And this one might involve a repeater just to get it to come to the length we want it to. Okay, so top right, sends power over there. Very good. Let's repeat this process with these. Now there's going to be a slight difference because here I did bring this one out. So do that, knock that one out. We don't want that one there. Put that around. We do want this one to connect down there because that's what sends power there. We're going to bring, first we're going to bring this bottom left one out, which is just 1, 2. That's 1, and then over here. I think here it should do it. So that's the bottom left button. Again, I'm purposefully extending these out longer than they need to be so that you guys can get a better idea of what's actually happening. And we're going to go ahead and extend this down. There we go. And then we need the top left button. Oh no, we have the top left button. Oh right, we need the bottom left. We need, see, I messed up. I fudged up a little bit. I was wondering why I was missing an extra cable. This is supposed to be that one. This, right here, is supposed to be this one, so I funked this up a little bit. There we go. And now this one needs to come out pretty far. And for the sake of having symmetry, let's go ahead and move this back one. No special reason, I just like things to be symmetrical. There you go. Is that symmetrical? No, it's not. Okay, move it one more back. There we go. Yeah, that should be symmetrical. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, we're going to bring this out all the way past the redstone, as we did over here. And 2. 1, 1. Going to take this cable, bring it all the way out over here. And there we go. We have our 9 outputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All in nice order, made from a nice little thing that's easy to understand, hopefully. And let's test it out. It goes over there. Alright. Now it's a matter of picking which ones you want to be your combinations. So, let's say we want top left, middle left, and bottom left, just for the sake of having a simple thing. So top left is that one, that's that one, and that is that one. We could also use any other one of these if you wanted to. Let's use these. So we know that these 3 are going to be our outputs. That means that we want all of these to be one big cable. And having them all on the floor like this makes that job just much easier. So these are just going to be our reset, so to speak. So if I hit any other cable, it should light up those. Now, these cables do go pretty far, so it's not a bad idea to put in some repeaters so that you actually are able to actually get all the way to the bit that you want to power. There we go. That should do it. So let's hit the lights up, cable lights up, cable lights up, cable lights up, cable lights up, and cable lights up. Cable does not light up. Cable does not light up. Super cable. Okay. Cool. Easy to understand, right? Okay. So these are our 3 ones that are going to control the pistons. Okay, now here's where it starts to get a little tricky. In my other video, I used XOR gates. Here, I'm going to use AND gates. AND gates are far more logical than XOR gates. At this point, I don't even know how I got the XOR gates to work the way I did. But an AND gate is simple. Redstone torch, redstone torch, redstone dust, and redstone torch. What does this do? Well, what this does is, let's get some levers. Replace the bed. Alright, here's what this does. If both are turned on, it sends power. If both are not turned on, it doesn't send power. And if one is turned on but the other isn't, it doesn't send power. That is perfect for what we need. Since we need our reset button to only send a signal if the T flip-flop has been flip-flopped. That means if one of the pistons is extending, meaning it's turned on, and we hit the reset button, means we have another on signal, we want it to go back and turn it off. So this AND gate is perfect for that, because it's in the sentence and. The other one was OR, and I don't remember how I got it to work, but it was magicalness. Let's take a nap. Alright. So first we need to connect all of these three to a T flip-flop. Now let's go ahead and make this nice and simple. We'll put some repeaters over here, and we'll drag these signals out to different locations. So the T flip-flops are pretty set from each other, but still nice and still nice and not too hard to see. Let's actually make the middle one first, and then we can make the rest around it. So, T flip-flop, if you remember, it's basically turning any input source into a lever. It lets you turn something on, and then it'll leave it on until you hit that, until you once again toggle that input. It just toggles an input, which is awesome. So exactly what we need. Take a quick nap. Alright, T flip-flop. So, let's see if I remember this. Bam, bam. And then there is thing. And then there's, this should be on this side. And then there's a torch, some redstone, and then there's a nice Z thing going. Redstone torch. Yep, that's supposed to happen. Repeater, another redstone torch, and a bit of redstone dust. And I believe this is our input. Perfect. Okay, so you can see that when I hit the button, it extends, and when I hit the button again, it retracts. And our output is actually going to be right here. You can see that this power right here, this one, toggles on and off. So if I hit it, it toggles off. I hit it again, it toggles on. Perfect. Let's make one more for this over here. So this one connects to Shook. Right. Redstone dust. Make a little Z. Redstone dust, redstone repeater. 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2. There we go. Redstone torch and a redstone torch on that wall. And that should also do it. Yep. And that'll give me... Go away, diamond. This was from, never mind. You guys don't need to know what that was. So, right now it's off. We hit the button, turns it on. Hit the button again, turns it off. Perfect. We're actually going to remove these. Oh, nope. We're going to remove... Oh, Lord. What did I remove just now? Nothing important. We're going to remove the buttons because we don't need them. And they just serve kind of as a hazard. But I guess we might need them later. But for now, we don't need them. Okay. So there are 2 T flip-flops in place. Let's go ahead and make the last one. They're pretty close to each other, which is good. So let's go ahead and just get 2 outside. 1, 2, 3. And we'll make it here. And then we'll do 1 and 2, and then we'll put the piston on this side, and a bit of redstone torch, a bit of redstone, make a little Z, oops, I muffed that up, make a little Z, sorry, There we go. Redstone down there. Redstone repeater. 2 clicks. Redstone torch. And attach this redstone torch to this wall. And test this out. Yep. Should bring the power out from here. Alright. So there we have our 3 T flip-flops all done. Very nice. Okay. So, now it's time to actually put to use our mega cable. Oh, and actually we're going to have to hook up these to the input. So, if I hit this bottom left button over here, it turns that one on. And you can watch it from all the way over here. Ah, you see, there's a problem. And this problem arises when you power this block with redstone. It tends to mess up. Put a repeater down here, and all your problems are solved. Let's watch again. So, boom. And it actually toggles that time. You can see that the block stays in one place. Test that one out. Block is pushed. Block is retracted. Block is pushed. Block is retracted. Okay. Currently we are in on states. Now here's where we involve the AND gate. We want one of these signals to feed into 3 different AND gates, but they're all going to be connected with the same thingy. So, AND gate. Redstone. This one you can use redstone to power the block, because there isn't redstone under it. That's the only reason you can't use redstone dust to power this block, is because there's redstone under here and it starts messing things up. So an AND gate is that, this, that, and this. And you can see that that one's off, and if we bring power to this one, it'll also turn off. And then redstone dust, and a redstone torch, and that'll bring the signal outwards. We do this for this one as well. Dunk, 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 and dunk. A little redstone. And one more time. Oop. Every day I'm shuffling. Go away, go away, go away. Okay, so now we have our AND gates. This will send out power. Perfect. Now we need to connect this super wire to these. First one's relatively easy. That'll power that. Next one might take a little bit of maneuvering to get around, but it'll be okay. So we need to power this side with the mega piston, with the mega wire, and that side with the mega wire. Let's see. We can go around if we wanted to, but that might cause a little bit too much of a weirdness happening. We kind of have to power it from the bottom, so you know what would make this easier if we made these out just a little bit more. So let's move these forward some. Let's jam them here. Again, these are called AND gates because if one side and the other side are on, then that's the only time it'll put in an output. Alright, perfect. And now we just need to connect this to these, and I'm glad these are on because it shows me that the signal will reach, which is good. Alright, so now we have to connect that one, and for the sake of knowing that whether or not the signal will reach, I'm going to go ahead and plop a redstone torch there, and we'll see if it actually powers it off, which it does, which is good. That's what we wanted. So now let's power that one, which, since this is all the way out here, won't be that hard. There we go. Oh, it runs out of power pretty quickly. Well, why don't we do this? Let's put a redstone torch, a redstone repeater right here, and we should be fine. And then once again, bring it up and over. Perfect. So now you can see that these are all outputting power, which is what we wanted. Now, what do I do with this power that we have? Well, what I want to do is I want to power this again so that it turns off the piston. Currently, it's powered. Currently, having the piston retracted means it's powered, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Yeah. So I want to power this, which will toggle the flip-flop to extend the piston, which will unpower it. So this signal, we need to bring back around to that. We'll do it a similar way that we did this. We'll have just it go over and under, which is not hard to do. And you'll see what I'm doing. So here we go, which is good. Now this is going to connect to here, unless we put a bit of wool there, and we're also going to go ahead and put a little bit of wool here, because we're going to continue to bring it up through there and down there. Oh, no. Alright. We need to power this one, so why don't we do this? Redstone. Ah, why are you being powered? Okay. Well, double repeater. And that'll work, actually. That will work. So you can see that the power doesn't actually reach, but once I put a redstone repeater here, you'll see it reach, and it should turn this one off, which should set this AND gate back to normal. Yep, see, now the AND gate is saying that my power is off, so I'm not going to output anything. And what that does is that makes the piston extend, and since here's the power that the piston sends, it turns it off, so that's good. So that's the first reset done. So that means that if I hit any other button other than the right one, this piston will shut off. And by shut off, I mean it'll push the block, and it'll shut off whatever it's connected to it. Okay. So let's go ahead and connect the one on the left, because that seems easy. So bring it around again. And actually this one's already right over here, which is pretty cool. This one actually seems to be a lot easier than the next one, because that one didn't have some crazy ass wiring. But that's good. So bring it over to here. I'm going to power that from that side, and this shouldn't give us a problem this time, because we're powering it from a different side. There we go. Power it, piston. Oh. Always use a repeater. There we go. Now that AND gate is set. And now the last one to do is this one, which is going to be a little tricky. Alright. Why don't we cut through over this one? I think we'll do that. Yeah, I think we'll do that. So, redstone, a block there brings that up to... Oh, I don't want it to power that. I don't, so... A block there will bring it up to there. 2 more blocks, bring it up to here. Brings it up to here. I'm going to put a block up here, because you can see that if we don't, it connects to there. It may cause some problems. It doesn't seem to, so actually we'll just leave it alone for now, but I don't want it to cause any problems later. And if we put one block there, it'll turn it off, which is not what we want, so we're going to go ahead and put it up higher. Now we can start working our way back down. And actually it's nighttime, I'm going to go take a nap real quick. Okay, and again this looks less complicated than my other one, so which is good. Hopefully you guys can follow this one better. If you couldn't follow the other one, that is. We want to power that block. So, you know what, let's actually keep the piston at the redstone at this height for a little bit. And we'll start bringing it down there, this way. And we are going to need a redstone repeater there, because, you know, that never works quite right. So, let's do this. Let us bring this out a little bit over to the right, which will let us bring this down here, which will let us put a repeater there, and another repeater there. Nope, no, that didn't work out either. Oh, right, this cannot cross the piston. Herp derp. Okay. Then we'll bring it out over here. Herp derp. Shunk. And actually, let's bring it out one more over to the right. There we go. Bring that down. Bring this down one. Then repeater. And repeater. And that should do it. Again, I'm just trying to connect this to that. I don't want to connect that accidentally. So you know what we can do is our power is going to come out of there. We can move this over one like this. It should still work, and let's go ahead and test this. We can test this by putting a block there. It does still turn on. It does still do what it's supposed to. Hopefully. I don't know if it does. Okay, that's fine. And then we can put the redstone there. And then put a block there so it doesn't connect like that. And that should be good. Put a repeater up here so the power extends. And you can see that that toggled it, so all the AND gates are not good. So the point of this is our output is this right here. Note that. So if we hit the bottom left button, which should be that far right, that far left one. Is it? No, sorry. Well, we hit the bottom left, which is this one. You can see that. Which one? What happened here? Whoa, Nelly. Whoa, ho, 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 Nelly. Whoa, ho, 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 Nelly. Ooh, interesting. Power issue. Where are you getting power from? Oh, right. Meehee. It's still going. Okay. There we go. Now we can do this. So now everything's off. When these redstones are on, that means everything's off. So let's hit the bottom left. Bottom left is the furthest one to the right. You can see that this turned on. And if I were to hit any other button that's not one of the actual combination buttons, any other button, let's try this one more time, any other button. Oh, and then you take some of the power. Right. Any other button, let's say the top right, you can watch over the AND gate turned on and off for a split second, and this should be back to not normal, but it's not. Why aren't you not? Why are you not? Alright, let's go fix this. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on. Should be powering this, but it's not. Hold on. Oh, okay. I did the same thing I did over there, where I'm powering the wrong block. I'm supposed to be powering this block. This one I did it right. This one is wrong. This far one. I have 3, right? Okay. That one I did it right. Let's see. Where is my supposedly canceling one? On this one, goes to the right. This is the one. This one goes to the left. That one's right. This one is wrong. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry. Okay. This one's actually supposed to be powered from over here. We're supposed to power it from there. So that's actually going to present a small problem, possibly. Well, we can fix that by doing this. Bring that out. Now we have a little bit more space. So let's go ahead and sort of set up what the idea is going to be. We want a piston here, or a piston repeater there. And we want a power source. This is actually a little bit close, so it might have been in our best interest to move these out a little bit. But too late now. But that's okay. You know what I can totally do? Is just connect these to this. Oh, I can do that. Yeah. I can totally do that. And that'll serve the same purpose. Let's remove that. And actually, if I can do that, this might make all of these easier. Yeah, okay. We'll go ahead and do that. Again, this is going to be a better design than the other one, but still not the best. So we're going to put this block here, because otherwise that's get powered, and that's not good. We don't want that. And we're going to go ahead and continue to have this. We're going to put another block here, so that we continue to have this up here. We're going to bring this. We're going to continue to be up here. And we're going to put a block here. Why? Well, if you do this, you can see it connects there, and I don't want that. So I want it to connect to here. And that'll power that block. So now if I hit any button, that one should turn off. And it does. You can see that the thing gets reset, which is awesome. And the AND gate is back to normal. So let's go ahead and redo all of these with that same logic, because that actually makes it easier and less confusing. We just have to remember how to revert back to what we originally had. Okay. So here's where we want the AND gate to power. This is oh right. Which one's the super cable? Oh no, that was right. Sorry. So we want the super cable again to carry over to the rest of them, like so. So that's fine and dandy. I don't have a problem with that. This doesn't need to be here anymore. At least I don't think it has to. We'll see. Alright. So, here's the output for this left one. And we can actually just save a little bit of time and effort by taking this and hooking it up to that. So, if I were to hit the top left button, which is I think that one, you can see the AND gate's changed and the piston has taken the block. If I hit any other button, oh ho ho ho. Saucy. Let's see what happens. If I hit any other button, it doesn't quite work. Why? You saucy wench. Why you no work? Powers that, sends that out. Let's check. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this on. And that does seem to work. I think there's something wrong with the mechanics of this, actually. It should be off. Let's go ahead and reset this a little bit. Put that there. Yeah, it's off now. Alright, so turn that off. Turn it on. Oh no, I think it's doing what it's supposed to. No, it's not. That's the top left one. Haha, something went kaput. Okay. Let's move this a little bit down here. Maybe it could be something very simple like that. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, look, it's at full. No, it's at the right delay. Let's put a little bit of a delay on it. Some of these little mysteries, you know, sometimes there's little mysteries. Yeah, I did it. So now that's off. Perfect. So hitting it once retracts the piston. Hitting any other button should turn it back on. Sorry about that. Ignore the Spanish. Yeah, you can see that this does happen, but oh. Herp-a-derp, herp-a-derp. Okay. So, currently, that's what a piston looks like when it's setting a power. If I hit any other button, yeah, perfect. Turns it off. Alright, now, this is the one that was tricky. Tricky little Ricky. This is the one we had to take the power, bring it over here. Now you can actually see, I think it's getting powered. That's not good. And you know what, let's actually bring it under. because we brought it over last time, so bringing under is usually a better, more easily hidden way to do things. And then we can bring it up, and we have to power this one right here. We could still power it from the side, but I think we should probably stick with the same theme and power things from over here. So, and we'll actually keep bringing this under. Because again, under is usually sometimes a lot better to hide than over. And sometimes, you know, working with another level makes it easier. And we have our cable here. Oh, no. We have a cable there. Knock that out. There we go. That should do it. Now, I don't know if it'll actually reach. It's another issue. So let's put a little lever and see how far this goes. It stops right about there. There you go. And that's in power to that. So currently we have the piston giving power. If I were to hit any other button, it should retract it. Oh, nope, you see it's not actually reaching. I think I may have put this facing the wrong way. I cannot tell. There's not enough light. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. So let's put that there. Is there a lever over here? I don't think there is. Is there a lever here? Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Piston is currently you can see that it's giving power. Interesting. Is the super cable powering that AND gate? Yeah, the AND gate's turning off. Alright, let's leave this on. There we go. We can see exactly what's happening. So, goes down here, through here. Oh, right, okay. I had it right, it is just shy of actual, little too short range in the power. Alright, let's take a nap and then we'll fix it. And we're almost done. We're almost done. So, we have our AND gates and our flip-flops, which is good. And we have our super cable connected to the flip-flops, which is also good. And you know, this one doesn't need, oh, what did I just knock out? That one doesn't need to connect as crazily as it is. I'm pretty sure I can get it to connect better. This is the output, and this is where we had the other cable hooked up to it, right? So let's do this. Let's move our super cable out a little bit over here, and then put the repeater put the repeater there, and that actually makes it easier to jump across. Thus making it neater. Okay, and that should still be fine. Let's do the other one. This one was the one where we were a little bit short on the power supply. Alright, so that's still on. That's still sending power. You can see that it's still sending power. So if we hit any other block, it should turn off, it should turn on the two redstone torches. Perfect. Piston retracts, and we're good. And just so that we know that hitting these buttons doesn't actually change any of the pistons. Perfect. Alright. Again, this is a little bit longer, but you can see that, I mean, the building's longer, but you can actually see it be better. You can actually see it better. And it's a lot shorter, so this might be easier to hide for some people. No idea. And ignore this is not important. This was an old idea, but I need to get rid of this now because trying to impede on the room I have. So let's go ahead and move all of this right here. We need flat surface. Flat surface. Okay. Now we need to actually do the combination. So if you remember, our little lock thing was boom, pushes the block there, boom, pushes the block out there, and boom, pushes the block there, and we had one normal piston act as our reset. So let's say we want to hit, this is top left, this is middle left, this is bottom left. That's just how that seems to work. So let's say we wanted to hit, let's just go down, let's make it reverse order. So if we have the block be here, the first one we want to activate is that piston, so we need to bring out the output, which is this one, the same one that's actually also going to the redstone, the AND OR gate. We can bring this out by digging down a little bit. Safely bring this out. Alright, that'll be our first input. And let's actually go ahead and turn all of these on so we can see better the output. So here's our first output. Our second output is this one right here. Ooh, it's going to be a little tough to bring this one out. Okay, that's not going to be tough. How? Well, you know what we could do? We could add a repeater here. And that actually sent power through the wall. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shush, shush. Oh, I reset it. That is middle. And that'll actually send power through the wall. And then we can actually take this down. Bring that up. And hell, we don't have to have it. We can actually just go ahead and continue to bring this down this way. So now we actually have power there. We'll put a block up here. Put the redstone up there. Oh, you know what? We'll actually go ahead and... Oh, but no, because it's gonna cause some issues. Oh, but another repeater solves the problem. Put a block of redstone there. Redstone dust. Put a block over here so it doesn't actually connect to those. This is just going to be the reset. This is going to be the one. This is the output to the thing, which actually itself poses a problem because that does need to go down. Humdy 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 hum. Let's think. Time for pensiveness right now. Because we do need to bring our output. We could bring it underground. Can't we? Yeah, sure, we can bring it underground. We can bring it out through over here. Let's do that. So, return this back to normal. I'll keep that as it is because it does... You can clearly see where it's going. We'll go ahead and bring this out. This is still the output. Dig down. Continue to dig down. And now I have a nice unobstructed way. I just gotta dig this out. We'll dig out a little bit. Here we go. Fill in the bottom layer, but also give in some blocks. You have to put in the redstone, so you don't, because you have to have a nice, you have to have this redstone there, and it's easy to do this while you can move around down here. Alright. Alright. Boom, boom. And now we dig over here, find where that redstone is. We want to power this block next. So, and we can actually power this block from below, which is the awesome bit. And that should do it. So, we have to turn this on. That's middle, left. Turns it on. the power does not reach. So if we give it power, it actually does its job. And if we give that power, it also does not reach. And that does its job. Okay. And the last ones actually seems to be very easy. Here is our output. Now this is more compact in the sense it's not as high and it's kind of flat, so this might be pretty easy to hide, like under a floor. You want to be very careful when you're doing stuff like that. You don't want to accidentally break anything. I'm actually going to do this so we can get away from this wire over here. And bring that all the way over here. Ignore that. Bring that all the way over here. And that'll be the last piston that powers. And you can see that's good. And now all we have to do is set up a long bit of redstone for the reset button. And again, I'm sure you can dig most of this. You can pretty much dig all of this into the ground. However you wish to hide it, that'll be up to you. It's going to be that one. That's going to be that one. I think if we bring it out through here, it'll be good. I kind of like leaving a gap of space always. So this will be the reset. And this only resets. This is the one that you use after you've already completed the password and done whatever it is you wanted. And it's done whatever it is you wanted to do. So we're gonna go ahead and add power so that I can see where I need to put repeaters. About there, and we have them face the opposite direction. Ends there, so always kind of go a little bit more than actually perfect. Give yourself a little room for error. It doesn't even connect all the way. Ends about here. I know that's a little bit off, so let's go ahead and put it in there. And that reaches. Okay. Remove the levers. And that'll reset it. So first off, we can turn off all the extended arms by using that. That's still on because I left this there. Derp. This one's still on because of some reason. I'm sure I'll figure it out right now. Why are you on? There is no reason for you to be on. Oh, that one's a little bit switched around. Derp. Alright, let's hit it again. That's bottom left. Yeah, that one was a little bit of a glitch happened there. That's okay. Let's make sure that that doesn't happen a problem again. Oh, see, it's not powering the redstone. It's not powering the array. Ah, okay, do this. See, it's not powering this. It should be. Now it's powering it. Okay. Let's go ahead and actually bring the output out through the bottom. Ah! See, you're doing things you shouldn't be doing. Okay. So that's powered, and if we hit another button, yeah, now we're good. Now it tracks properly. Okay, so we actually need to power, this one's also on, and it shouldn't, and you know why it's on, because I grabbed the output from the wrong place. The output should actually be from over here. I am dumb sometimes. I am very, very dumb. There we go. Okay, now we're okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and reset this like normal also. See, that shouldn't be happening. That should actually be off. Oh, because we need that bit of redstone. That little bit of redstone is really important. Okay, now I think we're good. Let's hit all of them. Perfect. Right? Right. And now we can hit this one. Should reset all the things, and we're good. Good. We need to actually make that one push it to the left so we can test out the reset button. That's the top left. You can see the pistons extended, and if I hit this, it should push the button back. Yep. And that works. You know what might be a good idea also is to make sure that this actually, hitting this should send a pulse to the super wire to make sure that they're all turned off. But not vice versa. The super wire should not be able to pulse that. So a little repeater that way, and if we hit this again, it should make that retract. Perfect. Okay. So now, here's the last part. We're actually done making the bit that's like the combination. And now we want it to output power when the piston is in a, when the block that the pistons are pushing is in a certain spot. To do that, pretty simple. We want the block to be ultimately here. So you grab a redstone torch, put it down there. Now when the block is over this one, you can grab power from here. Oh, but you have to be careful. You don't want to accidentally power something that you don't want to power. So pop out a piston, pop out a repeater. And to avoid issues, and you now have a power. And now this is what this one, and only this one, I know this sounds complicated, but this one is the one that you're going to use to power whatever it is that you want the password thing to protect. So I don't know. How about no plug in? Or how about a really complicated light, like a really complicated way to just get a little bit of light out. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and bring this back out to the main front. This is just a floor builder. Don't worry about that. We're gonna bring this out all the way over here. And through here. Noting where the power ends. And again, I know this is not compact, but the point of most of my little redstone tools isn't for compactness. It's easy to understand. Takes a while to build, but not super hard. Again, I'm making straight lines, not too many edges, because that just makes it look easier. You can actually cut a lot of room out of this if you really think about it. But line up. All right. Put the last one there, and let's hook it up to a super secret underground I don't know, something. Alright, you know what? I might even make it a secret to you guys. I'm gonna cut the video. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys ready for the awesomeness, man? You don't even know what's gonna come out of it. You don't even know. Alright, you ready? Let's hit our password. It's bottom left, middle left. That went too quick. Oh, right. The power is supposed to be here. Whoopsie. You guys saw nothing. You saw nothing. Damn it. When the block is placed here, then we can get power. Damn it. You don't even know what you guys would have seen had that gone right. You don't know. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't know, okay? I'm telling you know. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing, man. Okay? Damn it. why I can't do surprises. Because I F them up. Alright, now that the power is in the right place, we can hit the reset button. We can hit the reset button. And alright, why you don't work? Reset button. Oh, nope, it did. It just okay. you don't even know. Yeah, man, you don't even know. Alright, you ready? Bottom left. Middle left. Top left. Ta-da! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's lighting, but password protected. And actually, you can use any other button to reset it back one stage. So that means you actually have to hit this one again and it'll come back up. If you want to reset it all the way, you hit this. And then, hitting this won't actually do anything. See? Does nothing. Oh, it does actually retract the thing back. But that's okay. Yeah. So if people mash on your password thing, it won't break it. They'll just never get anywhere, which is pretty good. All right, everybody. So there you have it. What is this? Oh, this was a hidden stairway thing I tried to copy from CNB Minecraft, dude. Don't worry about that. I got the T flip-flop from CNB Minecraft, dude, again. So I will go ahead and link to his channel and the videos where I got the stuff from, by the way. And where he does a much better combination lock than I do. I'll link. It's a 4-digit one, but you can expand it to a 3-digit one. I'll show that later. But there you have it. Okay, I'm totally gonna destroy all this TNT because it's bothering me. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope this video wasn't too long. I actually don't know the length of it. I've lost complete track. I want to be careful not to actually knock out my own freaking thing. But I want that gone. And knocked out of bed. That's fine. And knocked out a repeater too. Put one there and put one there for safety. Okay, but there you have it, folks. Simple to understand. Hopefully, this again doesn't need to be here. This is gonna confound you guys. So, a relatively go away. Hey. A relatively simple combination lock. It's big, but it's flat, so this can easily go under a door or under like a floor of castle. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching the second version of this. I'll try to make, now that you guys, I think this is probably the neatest way to explain it. So now that I did this, I'll try to go for compactness next. But that's the next video. So thank you guys for watching, folks. See you all next time.